Good evening. So I wanted to bring out a quick little video. I've never done this before, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the whole situation with Johnny Rowe and Norwich City. And this one is something that I want to get your guys' opinion about. So this is more of like a opinion-based video. So there was something that I was reading earlier on, and it was regarding the whole situation with Jonathan Rowe. And it's like, what do we actually know as for right now? We know that Leeds United and Marseille are both really interested in the player. We all know that he mitted himself out of the squad of the first game of the season, and it's very surprising because if you want to compare it to the likes of players that have come through our academy, like maybe a Calvin Phillips or a Johnny Howson, imagine them doing that, trying to force themselves away from the club. He's literally done the exact same thing with Norwich, and every bridge that he has built, he has damaged now. And I think a lot of the time fans are quite fickle. And I think Leeds United fan base, as a Leeds United fan myself, I can admit that we're quite fickle when it comes to players. But as long as they show up and as long as they do what they need to do, they can actually win us back. And depending on what's happening with Norwich's future, because as well, they've recently just had a cash injection. And what could this mean for Johnny Rowe now? Because we all know that they sold Sarr for around about 15 to 18 million. They have got a nice cash injection now. They have sold a couple more players as well. So in total, they've managed to accumulate around about £30 million in transfer funds, with now extra bit of money in the kitty. So with an update that I've actually saw online, that Marseille have now dropped out. So what does that mean for Leeds United? Because the initial bid from Marseille was £8 million, and with Marseille being linked to Eddie Nketiah for €30 million or £30 million, they've also pulled out on that deal. So it's like, are Marseille running out of money? Because they have signed a striker for £25 million, plus I think around about £5 million add-ons. So where's the money at for Marseille? Has the cash injection for Norwich City help them boost the transfer market value of Jonathan Rowe? We don't know, and it's all like speculation. That's all we can really do. So the point of this video is, are Leeds United now back in the pole position to sign Jonathan Rowe? And we have to put it into perspective as well. It's like, we have the likes of Nonso, we have the likes of Dan James, and I know it's a split decision when it comes to Dan James, because personally I would like to see Dan James again and feature more and more in the upcoming season, because I personally think he's a good top quality player. Some people may disagree, but I think he's a really good player. So when it comes to Jonathan Rowe, where does the market value lay? And if the valuation of £7 million, our first £7 million instalment from Somerville deal, was rejected, how much are Norwich willing to go? 10, 12, 13 million pounds for him? Are Leeds United willing to pay 13, 14 million pounds for a player, 12 to 14 million pounds for a player who could possibly be sitting on the bench? And a quality player like Jonathan Rowe, will he want to be sitting on the bench? I don't think so. I think he's too good to be sitting on the bench. I mean, when it comes to the whole Daniel Farke system, I've noticed that he likes to play inverted, and we all know he likes to play inverted wingers. And there's been a couple of times as well when it comes to Jonathan Rowe's heat map, he likes to play inverted. He's very versatile when it comes to supporting the team around the pitch, and it's very evident that he's a workhorse. So I personally feel like in Daniel Farke's system that's going to work wonders. But at the same time, is Jonathan Rowe going to be able to break into the first team? And I think the answer could be yes. Quality wise, I feel like Jonathan Rowe is a better equipped player than Dan James. Dan James has the quality in pace, he has the quality in finishing now, and he's quite good at assisting goals. Whereas Jonathan Rowe, in my personal opinion, I think replicates a lot of Somerville when it comes to his agility, when it comes to his balance, when it comes to his finishing. Maybe not as prolific as what Somerville was, but he's the type of player that is almost an out-and-out replacement for Somerville. And we've all been screaming out as a Leeds fan base, recently we've all been screaming out as to get a replacement, an out and out like replacement of Somerville, and it would be difficult to bring a player of Somerville's quality to the Championship. But if there's already a ready-made player, as in like Johnny Rowe, why not go out there and try and test the waters, you know? So I'd like to know your opinion. Do you think Leeds United will go out there and buy Jonathan Rowe from Norwich City, or do you think the valuation is just going to be too high? I want to know your opinion, and this is just an opinion piece, so just get your comments below and we can have a discussion there.